Yeah, hi, it's Mark here. Sorry it's been a while since I've put out a video and we've had a chance to speak. It's been numerous reasons. I think the last videos were from Kazakhstan. I'm actually at this time still working on my last Kazakhstan video, but well, a lot has happened here and I've had to put it on the back burner. I'm doing the video today. One of the reasons is I have a new lens. New wide-angle lens for my camera, so I'm trying this out. Another reason why I haven't been making videos is, if you can probably tell by my voice and maybe my mouth, I've had undergoing a kind of a very involved dental procedure. It takes almost 2 months to complete. I'm about a month into it now, so I won't be smiling, at least on camera, and if I do smile accidentally, you'll see a little blur where my mouth is. I'll cut that right out. When I open my mouth now, I am a monster. But anyhow, we're in my backyard talking. The weather is actually a little cool out today and quite windy, and fall is definitely in the air, although it's supposed to get a little bit warmer over the next few days, but there's no doubt about what's coming. Winter's just around the corner. Over here you can see I've got a pumpkin down here growing. That'll become a Thanksgiving pumpkin pie, actually. And combined with some turkey we'll get locally here, we'll have ourselves a nice Thanksgiving meal in November. But it's not November yet. So, as many of you know, there's a lot of stuff going on over here between Russia and Ukraine. I don't want to talk about it right now, but it has a big bearing on things I can talk about, things I can say. It's difficult. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to talk about anything like that, about military operations or anything of the like. I'll just tell you some things that I've been up to, lately. So let me take a walk over here towards my garage. I think over here, I'm not looking at it, but I think you can see a little bit of a chimney coming up out of my garage. That was one of my projects. I'll show you in just a moment what it is. Okay, well, over here I think you can see I have a new heater for my garage, so I can do some work out here, or more work out here in the winter. It's powered by diesel fuel or kerosene, whichever. And you can see the chimney going up and out, it goes outside. I'll turn it on just a minute. The only thing about it, it heats the place up fairly quickly, I will tell you that. But boy, oh boy, when it's running, it is loud. I'll turn it on before I'm done with this video, just so you can hear it. Right now I don't have the heat on in the garage. It's probably about 50 degrees, 52 degrees in here. It's not that cold. Well, garage is a bit of a mess, but I told you I'd tell you and show you some things I've been up to lately, so that's just what I'm going to do. Over here is kind of a hobby shelf. See a little wine cooler, although there's no wine in it. It's just all different types of beers I buy here that I like. Next to it is what I call my cheese cave. And I know it looks like just a regular dorm fridge. Let's open it up, see what it's like inside. Right now you can see, a couple of beers. There are 3 unopened wheels of cheese in there right now. 2 of cheddar, those are yellow wax. 1 of Colby, that's the red wax. And next to him, I've got a little wedge, a quarter of a wheel of cheddar still left over. Once my dental work is done, I'll start eating my cheese again. But what's kind of cool about this refrigerator is cheese, let me just shut this. It likes the cold. Cheese, ideally, as it ages, it likes temperatures between like, oh boy, I'm going to say it in Celsius right now. On the screen I'll put up Fahrenheit. Between like 8 and 12 degrees Celsius. And that's fine. This is a wine cooler is supposed to be able to handle those temperatures, but it doesn't. A wine cooler doesn't actually have a compressor, and it can only cool down things like 10 degrees cooler than the outside air, which doesn't help me in the summer. But there's a little unit here that's it's great for what I'm using it for, but it could have other purposes. It's just it's like a digital thermostat thing. I don't know that you can see it really well right now, but you just set an upper temperature and a lower temperature, and the power goes on for the refrigerator to keep it always within those temperatures. And there's a little thermocouple, a little thermometer type thing that goes into the refrigerator that checks the temperature and sends a signal over to this unit. So that made it so I was able to buy a larger, something larger than this little wine cooler, and I was able to buy this and a regular, in Celsius, a regular regular refrigerator's temperatures are usually between about 4 to 3 degrees Celsius up to about 7 degrees Celsius, which is too cold to keep your cheese in terms of aging it. In terms of eating it, absolutely fine. But anyhow, that's just some stuff going on out here in the garage. Over here is my, it's my workshop. It's a bit of a mess right now. I'm making some furniture now during the winter. I actually just made a stand for my printer. My printer was on the floor next to my desk since I moved here, and I made a stand for that. When I go in the house, I'll show that to you. But for right now, I'm going to turn this thing on just so you can hear how loud the heater is. And remember, it heats up just till the temperature is, it's thermostatically controlled. I have it set for the temperature I want while I'm working. And once it reaches that temperature, it shuts off. It doesn't turn on again for quite a while because my garage is actually very well insulated. But just listen to how loud this is. Starting up. Well, you can hear it's pretty loud. Too loud to be making a video and having you hear with any kind of clarity. So I'm just going to end my inside the garage video here. Okay, we're in the house now, and just a couple things I've been working on. Here's another, you see it's another block of cheese I've been making. I finished it on, well, I guess it finished Sunday morning. Then you have to let it air dry for 3 days, then wax it and put it in the cheese cave. Something else I've been working on is right here, mead. This is my second batch of mead. Mead is like a honey wine, one of the oldest types of alcoholic drinks there are. You know, Vikings love mead, and people in Britain, Irish, Scotsmen, they all love mead. So I made one batch back in, I started in July. That stays in this thing here for about a couple of weeks to a month. Then it gets bottled and put away. You can see here the little trap which lets the carbon dioxide out but keeps outside air from getting in. But I hope the meat tastes okay. The other stuff I made tasted pretty good, but it's still young. It's bottled and it's getting better every day, I hope. I'll show you something else here. Okay, here is the printer stand I made. It's kind of tossed in the corner here, hard to see. The top of the printer stand and the door are both made of oak, and I left the oak natural. I just polyurethaned it. And the sides and the framework is made of pine, which I used like a kind of an antique green stain on. It's I just wanted some place to keep it off the floor. Got a place now to keep, paper and other supplies for it. And it was just my first try at making furniture in many, many years. So anyhow, I enjoyed doing it. I'm going to be doing some more furniture over the winter. I think my wife has some ideas of what she would like. Well, anyhow, it's been nice to talk to you. Sorry it's been so long, but I think I've explained some of the situations. The current military stuff happening, I haven't talked much about that, and I don't want to, because now it's very difficult to, there's so many laws that have been passed recently that are have very, very strict, bad things can happen when you say things you shouldn't or whatever. I can't even explain it. I don't even want to talk about it, because just talking about it might be enough to get me in trouble. I do want to just look out my window here for just a minute. I'm just showing this view right here because I've showed it before. These are my different neighbors living in all these houses down here, and I've got a new one right next to me. And of all these neighbors, I would say almost half of them are retired military officers. And everyone I've met so far, they've been really great. I really enjoyed them. They're very nice, pleasant people, well-mannered, just good people, good neighbors. I couldn't ask for a better neighborhood. And the part that I find is very sad is many of these men are going to be, they're going to be called up. And they're going to have to go to another country and fight in a military action there. And to me that's sad, because they retired and they have families. They worked hard in the military all their life, and I don't know. Anyhow, I guess that's it for today's video. Not very well coordinated, not very informative, but it was something, and it was nice to see you. Another thing too, I know 6 months ago I said, I don't know if YouTube will be around for that much longer. I don't know if it'll get blocked. Well, right now, I'll be honest with you, I don't know what's going to happen now. I have no idea, and there's a good chance that YouTube could get blocked. There's a good chance that the internet could get blocked here from people in Russia. I don't know. So I want to at least try to get one video out to you. And if you see more later, that's great. I'll be happy also. But for now, I just want to say goodbye. And don't worry about me. I'm very cautious with my otherwise big mouth. Goodbye.